Thanks for staying with us this morning. We're joined by our newest representative in the Kansas State House of Representatives, Ken Rahjes. You know Ken, I mean, he's been on the show several times,
yes.
Lots and lots of times actually.
A few, yes.
Been on several times. So first of all, congratulations, Ken.
Well, thanks. I think the heat is on now. Instead of being the one interviewing, I get to be interviewed. So, well, it's quite an honor. It was a quick turnaround when the representative resigned, taking another position, and so but Kansas works the way it is, and so I was able to be seated and started on the first day.
Well, you're coming into a very tumultuous time. I mean, we've got budget issues, we've got water issues, we've got school funding issues, we've got a lot of issues. But first thing I want to ask about is the governor's State of the State address a week or so ago really praised agriculture for what it's done for the state's economy.
I have to give the credit to the governor. I mean, the governor realized, of course, the governor is very much rooted in agriculture, and so he understands that, that one of the bright shining spots in Kansas continues to be agriculture, even though we are facing some real concerns with commodity prices the way they are, Mother Nature being what it is. But so far, the weather, which has nothing to do with legislation, is coming out pretty good, and so the governor did point to that. A lot of folks have been involved in the water plan. We can maybe talk more about that and how that is being implemented. But yes, overall, I think people in agriculture are still feeling pretty good.
Well, if you look at what agriculture produces and what it drives here in the state of Kansas, I mean, it is the economic engine that drives the whole state.
It is, and really the economics of Kansas based in agriculture, aviation, as well as oil and gas, and so really all three of those are experiencing some challenges, which then means the whole state and others really want to create maybe some things that show they are worse off than what they are. Things are working. They may not be working as fast as a lot of people do, and so that's where a lot of those challenges come in. But as you said, especially rural issues, we have a lot of things to be concerned about and look out for.
Perfect. Well, let's jump into it. You brought up water. Let's talk about water. Governor had his 50-year water vision a couple years ago. I know Tracy Streeter and his office has done a great job, and Jackie has done a great job of moving that forward. What's going on with that? Well,
implementation is continuing, and we're continuing to try to find more partners that will be taking part in that. There is some legislation going through this year, some things with water conservation, possible water banking, really continue to look at stakeholders of how they want to see the future of water. And everybody realizes that everybody has a stake, and I mean beyond just agriculture, but obviously agriculture is the one that a lot of folks focus on, but there are a lot of people all over the state wanting to make sure that water is available not only for this year's crop, but also for their grandkids' crop. And so it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all, but hopefully we will be able, from the state capitol, put some legislation in place that will make it better.
This segment brought to you by Oldie Seed Farms, carrying soil-specific seed. Find them on the web at oldieseed.com. That's OHLDE seed.com. Kansas Livestock Association, supporting our members' business interests to meet consumers' demands. KLA.org. Grass and Grain, online or in the mail, keeping Kansas farmers informed for over 60 years. Grassandgrain.com. Kansas Wheat Commission, leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com.
Thanks for staying with us. We're joined by Ken Rahjes, who is the newest member of the Kansas State House.
Yes.
Again, congratulations, Ken. It's great to have you on the show. I get to make you squirm a little bit.
That's all right. I'm ready.
I bet you are. Budget issues. We know when we left last year, we had a $127 million shortfall. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but too soon to tell what's going to happen?
I think so. I think we're continuing to see the revenue numbers come in. Really, since the end of the year, we're kind of waiting in the days to see how the end of the year shaped up. They're proposing some more transfers out of KDOT, but KDOT's been very efficient in what they've been doing. So we're still looking at all those different things about what's going to happen. There's some proposals for some user fees to help pay for some possible things. You know, we've got a lot of issues, and Highway Patrol is one. You think, well, what does that have to do with agriculture? What it does, it helps protect our rural parts of the state. So those type of things where rural folks can come together on that as well. As far as is there going to be some big movement in taxes or bring back the income tax that is ratcheted down, that probably will not happen. You got to understand, this is a year that ends in an even number. That means it's election year. Everybody in the House and then now everybody in the Senate this year is up for re-election in the State House. So we will see what the political courage is to what's going to happen, or are we just going to wait? There's a lot of other things. School finance, of course, is going to have a big impact on rural schools. There's a bill out right now that wants to consolidate some schools, and obviously it's going to pick rural Kansas. And so we're still looking at some of those things and what exactly some that are supporting that want to do. So, but there's so much kind of going on, and I say that not to say that we're not doing anything, but there was an efficiency plan that was done by the legislature, started last year. We just got it here a week ago. Everybody's kind of determining there's 105 different ways to save money in the state of Kansas, and so part of those is trying to help, over the long term, make up for our budget deficit. But right now, the Constitution says we have to have a balanced budget. So it's going to probably be once again another painful year for all of us.
Right. If you would like to advertise your business on Kansas Ag Report, give us a call, 785-580-3287.